We are both glistening. Okay, this is the epitome of the garden life, because this is completely, not that we ever really script any of our segments, but this is just one of those things that just happens. And it truly is the essence of living a garden life. So as we were outside and I was cutting back all of these, we began to say, okay, obviously we know what we can do with the ripe tomatoes. But we began to think, okay, what could we do with the cute little green tomatoes? And while we were out there, you just Googled it.
I Googled it.
Just Googled it, and we think we're going to have to make in our future some
mini fried green tomatoes.
Mini fried green tomatoes, which I think will be delicious. Now, I have used them before. I've cut them up with tomatillas and with onions, and I have sauteed them and made kind of a salsa out of them. But I think this sounds a little bit more fun, kind of like tomato popcorn, because they're so cute and they're so tiny. Of course, I always like to enjoy everything as a still life for a little while first. But while I was filming the cutting back of the window box, Leah was out there in the heat harvesting these little darlings, and we've still got some more outside that we will harvest, and then the rest of the branch and everything will go into the compost pile. So do you remember how many stars the recipe?
I had 5 stars.
It had 5 stars.
We're going to give it a try.
Okay, so we are going to give it a try. We're going to see if it works. I think it would be absolutely delicioso, and maybe it will encourage me to get back in the kitchen, because it's just been so hot.
True.
I can't even stand to think about it. So in addition to cutting back the branches in the window box, that led us then to a beautiful tableau, which then led us to a recipe for fried green tomatoes, which then I think teased Stuart into saying, how many of us have seen fried green tomatoes, and could we remember any of the actresses? So from one thing leads to another thing leads to another thing in the garden life, and all of it is life enhancing. Tell me your thoughts on that. Whew. Well, we have been working so hard out in the heat. My neighbor is also working hard out in the heat. She is doing her edging, that I thought we deserved some iced tea. So at the beginning of the summer, I was really into jasmine tea, and I can't remember, what was the other kind of tea that I was into, you guys? Mint tea. Okay, now I've moved on, and I am into rooibos tea, which is an herbal tea. I got this at Trader Joe's. But it's delicious, is it not?
Cheers.
Okay, and we definitely deserve something cool and refreshing after being out here in the heat. And so this gives us an opportunity to sit, to chat, and talk about my new social patio furniture. So,
and your new umbrella.
And my new umbrella. Okay, so all of you who are inclined to say, I told you so, I told you so. Yes, it can be windy up here on the social patio. And the other night, almost every night, I put it down, I secure it, and there's not a problem. I do that 99% of the time before I go to bed. But the one night I did not do it,
we had a big storm.
Oh, we had a very unexpected high winds. We didn't get any rain. No. All we got was high winds, and it was 50 miles an hour, and then we had wind gusts up to, I don't know what else. All I know is that everybody was putting in a neighborhood chat all the things that had blown off of their porches. So my gray umbrella not only blew over, it blew away. I have no idea where it ended up because I didn't put it down. I went walking the next morning, never found it. A friend of mine said that she had one of those metal heater things on her porch. Do they also cool? I don't know where she would have had it out, but she had it out by her pool. It blew away. And hers was in kind of a recessed area, not up on a hill.
I saw trash cans blowing away.
Oh yeah, there was just all sorts of stuff blowing up into the hill. So lesson learned, I will put it down, but did it deter me from wanting to have an umbrella up here? Absolutely not,
No.
because first of all, I just love the shade it provides, but also I love the way it looks. As I love the way my Christopher Knight furniture looks.
Love it.
So I have just been going back and forth on the furnishings up here. Now, for a while, I had my very old, my beloved heirloom garden furniture that I got at Jan's Patio forever ago. But it is now all living in the back because it matches the remainder of the dining room set that came with it initially. So I decided that family wanted to all be reunited in the backyard, and I wanted new furniture here. I still have the Smith & Hawken chairs as I have the Smith & Hawken bench. Some of you said, oh, well, you should sand it down and refinish it because there's still a lot of life left in it. Well, it is still very sturdy. It's still very good furniture, but I would not think to ruin the patina that's on it because it's the essence of an old English garden. So I'm not sure exactly where it will live ultimately, but I did know that I didn't have enough chairs because I wanted a 4-top.
I love the height of this table.
On my patio. Yes.
So much.
Yes.
I love it.
So, Leah, you may remember that when I was you were first started to join the team, and I was deliberating on what size table I wanted for the patio. Did I want something large? Did I want something small? Did I just want coffee tables? And just like Goldilocks, finally finding the right chair, I finally found just the right height and scale of table that I wanted. And it also is a Christopher Knight piece. So it's not too big, it's not too small. The black table I had here before, which I also liked, is now gone to live in the back because I don't get rid of stuff. I just repurpose them. But it's comfy, isn't it?
I love it. I feel like we could eat a meal here or have tea here or wine here, anything.
Yeah, and it's spacious enough to be able to eat off of a plate. The other one wasn't, it was too low. We could play cards, we could play chess, we could play backgammon. Not that I play any of those things, but we could.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so nice. The other thing is you have already discovered, is you can work out here on your computer.
Yes.
So it is just, it's a nice workspace, and it's a nice visiting space. I also love the diamond pattern in the back that kind of echoes the diamond pattern in my windows.
Wow.
And it also,
I would not have even noticed that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Well, it's just a little design tip. Stuart, we need to put up one of those little design tip things, is to find an architectural feature on your house and in some way try to refer to it or echo it or reference it. Yeah. So I like the way it looks. Hubs loves this furniture, and I'll tell you why. It's because it has cushions. And the cushions, these cushions came with it. So the gray cushions came with the gray chairs.
Cute. They're comfy.
And the cushions match the gray umbrella I bought separately.
The new one. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Yes, it's a big happy family, and I think it all kind of matches, and it works together, and it's the right scale. Now, I kind of equivocated a little bit on the color, but what do you think?
I love it.
Do you think it matches the vibe?
It's the vibe, for sure.
The other, I liked the contrast of it, but with everything else going on out in the garden, I like the quietness, the subtlety of this. And
nice and fresh.
Yes. The other thing that I like about it is those other chairs, I loved them, and they were so heavy that they would not blow away. But these aren't as heavy to move around. So when you're moving from sun to shade or shade to sun, as the case may be, they are a little bit more mobile and not so heavy, but they are not so lightweight that I don't think they will blow away.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope
Oklahoma winds.
But it is Oklahoma, and
it's where the wind comes sweeping on the plains.
Yes,
it's true.
More often than not, it does. So, but I absolutely love it. And what else do we love about it, Leah? We just checked.
Oh yeah, they're on sale, super sale right now.
Yes, they're on super sale right now.
That
and
always
why
happens
couldn't they
to
have gone
you.
super sale before I bought it?
Yeah.
Stuff goes on super sale after I buy it, and then I'm left.
They know.
Yeah, this is not a sponsored post. I bought these with my own hard-earned money, and then they go on sale. I just
Her loss is your gain.
Yes.
So
well put. My loss is your gain. I didn't check the table to see if it was on sale, but the chairs come in sets of 2. And again, this isn't sponsored. I'm just sharing this with you guys because when I didn't share it in a previous post, so many people ask me. So it's one of the reasons I always want to give you guys the source information. And because I think all of you guys are kind of like me and we're thrifty and we don't want to take a ton of time to hunt for things. And if I find a solution to a problem that I think is good looking, cost effective, easy, and does the trick, then we're here to share.
Yes.
I'll toast to that.
Cheers.